Hi everyone, welcome to Eternal Realms and welcome to the month ahead tarot reading. Make sure you check your sun, moon, and rising signs for a comprehensive view of the month. Additionally, I would recommend watching the astrology of the month ahead for your zodiac to get a different perspective of the month. While you will know the astrology in advance, through that video, I will also send you a reminder when the astrological events are near. All you have to do is subscribe, hit the bell, and you will be notified as the events occur. I occasionally post behind the scenes meditation guidance, quizzes, and polls, which you can check out for yourself. And it goes without saying that you will be notified when new videos are out, such as other zodiac readings and pick a card tarot readings too. If you prefer to cut down the guesswork about your month ahead, you can always connect with me via Etsy to get a personalized week-by-week month ahead reading. Enough about me, let's talk about you. Alright, Aries, welcome to your reading. So let's get into what July looks like for you. The first card we have here is Haystack, which says Karma. You will reap what you have sown. That's the Justice energy, and that corresponds with the Libra. Then we have Kite, which says Vacation as the second major highlight. And now the third would be Weeping Willow, which says Family Sorrow. Okay. Let's get to your tarot cards. First we have Eight of Pentacles. Then we have the Page of Wands. We have the Two of Swords. We have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the High Priestess. And we have the Tower. Your oracle cards, we have Get Back to Elemental. We have Creator Alchemy. We have Integrate Your Knowing. And we have Ambush Fear with Your Ferocious Dream. So, big energies coming in, right? We have two major arcana that popped out right away while I was shuffling. And this is indicating that there's some type of third chakra, third eye opening up for you, your crown opening up as well, because I see this purple, the same theme is kind of following. So this indicates you might have some type of dream. It can even be a premonition, okay? And that can be quite surprising for you. Maybe you're not used to this, or even if you are, this might be so confusing as to what would you do in this type of situation. Even if it's not dreams, this still talks about epiphanies and sudden insights coming towards you, especially if you have been struggling in making a decision for anything. This is talking about receiving that answer clear as day, and you can move forward and get to work. Now, some of you can be taking a vacation. In many parts of the world, it would be summer holidays. I would not be surprised. So yes, this bit of break is probably going to refresh you afterwards, or yeah, there's some type of inspiration that is coming in. This can even be an unexpected travel that is coming up here, where you are focusing on your family. This can be indicating that you're missing your family, or your family is missing you, because probably it's been a while since you guys met or something like that. And therefore you're going to, connect with them at this time. It is Cancer season for most of the month, and towards the end the sun moves into Leo, and then we have Leo season. And this can indicate that's why that you are spending more time at home, because Cancer is your home and family section. You might also be looking at, your ancestry. Okay, because we have Ten of Pentacles coming up twice, it can be about looking at your roots. Where do you come from? There can be stories going around of your grandparents or great-grandparents and their struggles or something like that. And that can also be kind of that epiphany. It gives a lot of perspective and context of where you're coming from, their actions and what their consequences were. And then your parents, how did they upgrade their life? Or how did they change trajectory away from the ancestry in whichever way that applies, and therefore how are you as well another another step where you are taking something forward in some way. So this conversation can make everything kind of puts everything in perspective, that you have so much contribution and you can have so much impact for the generations to come as well. I know it's a deep concept, I guess. It's not every day that we talk about our ancestry, but I guess there's something related with family, heritage, traditions, and the culture that you are going to be very inspired by, or you feel as though there's a sense of rootedness and connectedness, so you feel safe, secure coming out of it, and you're liberated to express yourself as you please. Now get back to elemental as well, talks about that. Get to the basics, get to the roots, get in touch with yourself. There can also be you're exercising more, or you're like caring for your diet and health regimen, or fixing your schedule, decluttering your space, or moving homes as well. That is as well possible. And so you're doing something from the ground up because you want to get it right. Okay. Any changes or unexpected news that occur, that is trying to make way for a new stability or a new beginning. All right. Now integrate your knowing as well is talking about that same perspective we were discussing before. But this also makes you more conscious in the way that your emotional body, your spiritual knowledge, and the connections that you form, the relationships that you are drawn to, everything kind of pieces together. But I am also noticing that you are caring for yourself on many different levels. You're listening to your intuition more, or your intuition is quite loud in this month. The North Node is shifting out of Taurus into your sign. So that can talk about a completely new, like, reactivation kind of happens. Taurus Scorpio had this, in the previous 1.5 years, and now you're going to get this in the coming 1.5 years. So it's a big time. Maybe watch the astrology video that I was talking about. Gives you a lot more context. But regardless, it's a new beginning. It's kind of an awakening type of situation for you, because the North Node is in your sign, and this can clearly show you where things have not been working, where you have been stopping yourself from experiencing your best life or pursuing your goals and ambitions. And that indicates that there is a surge of spiritual energy that's coming towards you. So you might feel extra motivated, you have higher stamina, you want to get more things done, your focus might increase as well. And it's like, okay, once I start working on myself, I'm just going to go for it. There's heightened courage, and you discover new capacities within you which you didn't think existed. New skills could be coming up, new things are exciting you, and there's so much to discover. There's a sense of playfulness as well that's coming up. If you're visiting family and it's been a while since you've done that, then reconnecting with your home might bring back up childhood memories, and that can jog some more hobbies that you used to engage in. Because later on we have the Leo season, and that would be about reconnecting with your inner child and expressing your creativity. So yes, I think you're transforming. This is the beginning this month, okay? And other people can help guide you. So in the middle of this month, around the middle of the month, you might get lots of communication, or even before that, actually, the energy already begins from the beginning. But yes, you will get a lot of support through others. You might look for guidance from others as well. So all your one-on-one relationships and connections, which we're seeing with that Libran energy too, are going to bring you plenty of resources and backup. Wow. Okay. So let's see. If you are, this is talking about being very skillful as well. If you are not going on a vacation, this still means that you're working. And even if you are going on a vacation, perhaps you're like returning to work at some point. And this is talking about having steady income, having a regular routine, but at the same time, enough flexibility. I think you might be incorporating some meditation time or some self-care routines as well. That would be a good idea. Okay, so let's see, what else do we have for Aries, please. We have Uranus, Aries, and the first house. Well, this is exactly what we have been talking about. Aries is your energy. Uranus is about that breakthrough that we see with the Tower. Epiphanies was the first thing that came to mind. And the first house is realizations about yourself and your identity. Who you were, who you are becoming, what you are desiring to become, and how can you pursue that consistently. Okay, what stands in your way and how can you liberate yourself from that? This is a very huge liberating month for you. Okay, very large. Wherever the north and the south nodes go, that's where the collective focus moves. Wherever Aries and Libra are in their charts, for any zodiac, that is going to be activated. So it's a big time because we're collectively moving in a new direction now. We're done with a particular, lesson plan, let's say, metaphorical lesson plan with the Taurus-Scorpio axis that was activated so far. Now it's time to move on to independence and relationship, initiative and diplomacy. Where do you let other people speak and where do you let yourself shine? That whole balance of yourself and your relationships and how much there is give and take. Are you focusing on yourself more, or are you growing yourself in the areas that you want to? Because often I know that Aries are ready for any challenge. Okay, they're very courageous by nature compared to many of the other zodiacs actually. So what happens here is it feels as though even if you're challenging yourself, there are still spaces where you actually need to challenge yourself that you're not, where you hold yourself back because the fear is greater. So those are the parts that are going to come out now because you are ready to discover a different facet to you. Okay? All right, so that's what I have for you, Aries. Thank you so much for being here. I hope the reading resonated and that it helps you out. Make sure to check the astrology reading. That is going to give you a lot more detail. And I will see you some other time. If you want a personal reading, though, you can reach me via Etsy and we can reconnect over there. But yes, other than that, I will see you some other time. Take care. Bye.